If you've been a listener for any length of time, you know I love talking about motivation, inspiration, divine purpose, and divine uniqueness. And I've been on this theme lately called coaching greatness. Have you been listening? Have you been following? Even on August 8th, I had a webinar called Coaching Greatness. And thank you for all of you who tuned into that. And many of you taken action already on that Coaching Greatness webinar. If you have not yet listened to it, make sure you go back and listen to it. I talked about the 7 traits of the greats, my top lessons and mistakes. God, I don't like talking about my mistakes, but every time I do, people are like, oh, thank you for sharing that, because things do go wrong, that's for sure. And of the one must thing you must do, if you're a trainer, you're a coach, or you're a life transformer, or you want to be a trainer, coach, life transformer, or you're a mom, dad, grandma, you're an athlete, you're an entrepreneur, you're a leader, then this webinar is for you. Go back and listen to it. Man, the other thing I shared on that is I had some pretty big news. Well, actually, really big news, and perhaps some of the biggest news of my entire career. If you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you know that I recently completed what's called my reinvention series, 301 through 306. If you have not yet listened to that, go back and listen to it. Even if you have, you might want to go back and listen to it. But just to jot your memories, prior to that series starting, I said, there's a reason why I need to share the reinvention series, because some of y'all think that I write another book, create another program, and it just happens and everything works magically well. But God was whispering to me, you better share what you've been through in the last 3 years to get you to where you are today, because before you just share what you're about to do, they need to know the story of what you've been through. Hence, I shared my reinvention series and what I went through over the last 3 years. And interesting enough, how that was the impetus to sharing what I recently announced on that webinar. And if you've been following my social media, you've been seeing that, because on the other side of the pain, the hurt, the overwhelm, the burnout is exactly what now is to be, that's launching next month. See, the last 9 months, my team and I have been working hard on something that is going to be, well, impactful, pardon the pun. It's going to be part of my legacy. It's something I've poured a ton of blood, sweat, and tears into, and I will continue to do that for the years to come. And if you missed it, I'm really excited. If this is your first time hearing about it, I've got my new signature program called the Todd Durkin Impact Life Coaching Certification Program. And I am jacked up, if you can't tell, because, well, I'll say for 9 months, we've been working arduously on it, but frankly, it's been 2 decades of this coming up so that we could proliferate impact to other trainers, coaches, and life transformers who want to maximize their impact as life coaches. And by growing a team and a stable of what I'll say are TD Impact certified life coaches, I can now pour into these coaches so that we can grow our current programs like Impact X, like our God-Sized Dreams coaching program, and the Todd Durkin Mastermind. All of these coaching programs over the last 17 plus years have been developed to create impact. Well, guess what, my friends? I need some help in growing the impact so that if we're going to hit 10 million or 50 million or 100 million people, I'm going to need an army of people. Hence, some of you may want to be part of the army. So now I can help you equip. If you're looking for life coaching or want to be a coach, now is the time for that.